Right, I had my pre-flight soup, so I'm ready to go. Yeah, another leg of the Palawan Tour, but also a chance to test fly a new aircraft, the Freeware from the Org-8, which has cockpit kind of things in it. Yeah, we'll have a better look later. Let's take off first. Not expecting it to need anywhere near the full length of this runway, so we should be okay. Fingers crossed, but yeah, accelerating alright. Go back and yeah, and we're up. Okay, so yeah, let's make a turn and head south to our destination today of Palawan Farm. And yeah, been a few days since I posted a video, hasn't it? Could tell you how I've been exceptionally busy, or real life has been getting in the way and things like that. Or I could just say that I couldn't really be asked to make a video for a few days, so I didn't make a video for a few... Well, we've got a new one now, so that's okay, isn't it? Thinking of Palawan Farm, we should be okay to land there in this. It's shorter than where we've just taken off from, but I think there will be plenty enough runway. World's largest peanut butter springs down there which will play more of a part if you follow the actual mission pack that comes included with this Palawan scenery. Yeah, so the Dash 8 Q400 then. It seems to be flying okay so far. Yeah, stable enough, quite manoeuvrable and responsive when we were taking off and climbing, so no particular complaints there. As for what's in here, yeah, not everything appears to work. That could be just me, as I didn't read any documentation, but some buttons have an audible click when you press them, and some don't, and don't appear to do anything. So let's call it partially modelled cockpits, which is okay. Textures for all the writing and things, not the sharpest textures ever, but it's acceptable. Yeah, this overhead panel, it seems fine. It's okay. The big one I'm seeing though is that anything that's not an instrument, it's just very flat monochrome grey, isn't it? Yeah, those tiny imperfections, scratches, marks, bits of dirt. That's the kind of thing I'd love to see, as it gives things a bit of, well, life, shall we say. In here it doesn't have that, and it makes the whole thing look a bit, well, dull and boring, if I'm honest. I've not looked in the folder to check, but I'm going to take a guess, and I bet I'm correct, that the texture sheet for all that grey background isn't going to be anything 4K or stuff like that, so you're unlikely to be able to repaint some more detailed scratches or anything onto it to help liven up the look of things. Yeah, planes like the Nimbus Islander or Thunderous Caravan, which you see me flying occasionally. Yeah, the textures for the panel in those, they're of a sufficient size to do something good with, I suppose the main difference is both of those are payware things, so you'd expect better quality. This is a freeware plane, and yeah, it kind of looks like a freeware plane. It's fine, there's nothing actually wrong, but it could be a bit more right. Anyway, Tabon Farm was just down there underneath us now. There we go.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate, sink rate, sink rate.
I've just thought we may have an issue here. Yeah, the farm fields are on both sides of the runway. So in the past, the farmer used to walk across the runway to whichever field he needed to be in. Now, this was noted that perhaps 2 or 3 times a day you may have one single pedestrian walking across the runway, and this could be dangerous to aviation. So to stop that, General Bumberg's top airfield safety committee, who are the friends and family of General Bumberg and appointed directly by the General herself, so you know that they must be good, they took a look at the problem and built a large footbridge instead, so the farmer is now up above the runway and not actually walking across it. That all seemed a perfectly sensible plan, as these smaller general aviation kind of aircraft that use this place, yeah, they can fly under the bridge okay. Now what I've just thought is that this isn't a small general aviation aircraft, is it? And the tail is quite high up in the air. Yeah, now if the author of the aircraft has modelled the top of the tail as a hard surface, then we could have a bit of a problem, as I do know for certain that some weird guy called Dazza did model parts of that walkway bridge to be a hard surface element. We might be okay though, it is quite tall, the walkway bridge. We may be able to fit underneath it just fine, so there won't be a problem if we can. Guess we'll find out soon. Yeah, I know other countries, they might do things like, I don't know, measure the gap from the height of the walkway, but here in Palawan we know there's no substitute for real world test data when it comes to things like this. Yeah, measuring stuff to see if they fit, yeah, that's just theoretical, and theory and practice don't always align perfectly, do they? So it is much better to actually do things like this, land a plane and keep our fingers crossed that we don't hit the bridge, and then we will know for certain. Bit of higher ground at this end of the runway, so we do need a slight dive down towards the threshold to make sure we're on the ground before we get to the bridge. I think we're going to be okay though.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Probably is just about enough room for that was maybe not the smoothest that possibly there wasn't quite enough room under the bridge. That didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. Yeah, a little short. They were thinking of replacing the fence anyway, so that's not a problem. And there does seem to have been a minor interaction between the aircraft and the walkway, but we're okay. So yeah, I'll see you again soon for the next one. We'll have a slightly less tall aircraft. Yeah, the dash out there, it's okay, it's worth a try, probably never use it again. Right, that'll do, see you again soon. Bye!